What's up, my people? This is a trending VeekeeJames top. This is a tutorial that you will love, so please guys watch to the end. This is a freehand sketch, so you will love it. You can do it yourself at home, so stay tuned. And please guys, please subscribe to my channel. So let's dive into the tutorial. Now I folded my fabric into two. I folded it into two, so I make sure the length is 17. You can make it 17 inches, because don't use your half length, because you are still going to gather the dress, so that it will give you that puffy effect at the down part. So I used 17 inches for the length. I'm still going to add a band to it, so it will still come up to the length I want it to be. So 17 inches for the length and 35 inches for the breadth. Look at it. So look at the way I cut it. That's why I opened that place for us to see. So now from that place will be the center from that edge. So I come down by 3 inches for my neck width, then come out by 3 inches also for my neck depth. So I'll connect my neck. I'm going to connect my neck together. That is what you see me doing. So that will be my center front. So look at, so I'm trying to drag it to the edge so that you see what I want to do. Say it there. So I come down by 2 or 2.5 inches for my shoulder slope. So I'll connect that my shoulder slope to my neck depth, to my neck width, for that our shoulder slope that we used to do. So I'm trying to use my tape rule to get that my line, so that I will not miss that line, that connection line. So that's what I'm doing. So I'll connect that my shoulder slope to my neck width. So that is what I'm trying to do. So I'll just cut that place off for my shoulder slope. So that's what I'm trying to do. So now for the sleeve part, I want my sleeve to be 10 inches wide. So if you want, you can make your own more than 10 inches, depend on the size of that person. So I use 10 inches wide for the sleeve opening. So I come down by 10 from that shoulder slope. So now on my waist part, if you don't want it more fuller, you just measure your waist. Measure your waist divided by 2. Let's say your waist is 20 divided by 2, 10 inches. So that will be 10 inches. So from that 10 inches, if you don't want it more puffy, just mark that 10 inches, then add 5 inches or 7 inches to it. So that's what I mark. So you just connect from that sleeve. Connect it to that one remaining 5 inches that we marked there. Look at what I'm doing. As you can see, I'm trying to connect it to that 5 inches. You can see, so that will be the only part that will be puff to that area. So I'll just cut it off like. But for this tutorial, I want a fullness of that under bust, because that gathers will be on the under bust. So now what I will do is that I'll come down by 3 or 3.5 inches or thereabouts on my sleeve part. I'll come out by 3 inches, 3 or 3.5 inches. That's what you see me doing. I come out by 3.5 inches. So from that side, I will curve that my armhole. Our armhole is not normally straight, so I'll curve it. So the remaining part, I'm going to gather it to my underbust. So I'm trying to cut it out for us to see what we have just drafted. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe and turn on your notification button for more tutorials and pattern drafting. So thank you. As you can see, I've cut it out, then I cut the neck. Now look at this neck. I actually don't want the neck to be more smaller, because the person that has this fabric has body. So I don't want this particular neck to be too small for that person. So I just added 1 inches for the neck depth and the neck width. Normally 3 inches wide, 3 inches length is okay. So I just added 1 inch. So now for the back, that's the front I cut. So for the back, I placed my fabric, the same fabric, I cut it the same way I cut my front. The difference is just that I added 1 inches for my zipper allowance. So look at it. I'm trying to place it on it. I've cut the fabric out before, so I want to cut it the way I cut the front now. So I'm trying to place it very well for it to align with each other, to avoid the story that touched the heart, my dear. Try to avoid the story that touched the heart. So I'm trying to lay it very well. I'm trying to lay it properly so that it will not give me issue when I'm sewing or when I'm gathering it. So that's what you see me doing. So that's the 1 inch. The 1 inches at the end. So that will be the center front or center back also. So the center back, we have the 1 inches for the zipper allowance. So that's the 1 inches you see I left at the back. So look at it. That's the 1 inches. So I'm going to cut that place into 2 for my zipper to pass through. So I come down for the neck depth of my back by just 1.5 inches. You know, our back is different from our front. So I connect it together, then I cut it off. So I'm trying to cut it also from the shoulder slope, the way I cut my front, the front. So that's what I'm doing. The other side also, the sleeve for the back also, that's what I'm doing. I'm sorry my camera could not capture it very well. So but I cut the same thing I cut for the front, I cut the same thing for the back. You know, if you don't want this fullness, you can just, you know, the way I explained earlier, that if you don't want more fullness, you do it the way I explained earlier. If you have your fabric, you can do it like that. So for the band, I'm going to cut 7 inches length. Then I folded my fabric into 2. Later I will still show us. I fold it into 2. So 7 inches width. The width is 7 inches. So the length is for my waist measurements plus 1 inch zipper allowance. So that's the 1 inch zipper allowance. I just fold it into 2, then try to mark the 1 inch zipper allowance. I want to explain something for us here. That's why I'm doing it here like this. So this 1 inch zipper allowance, so look at the head. That's what I'm saying. I folded it into 2, then the folding now will be 14 inches. So I folded into 2 because I don't want a situation whereby I'll still go and be getting another material for my facing or lining. So I folded it into 2 already. So fold into 2, that's 7 for it to be 7 inches. So I'm trying to pin down my zipper allowance for us to get that shape of that underbust. That's what I'm doing. You understand what I'm trying to say as we proceed. So look at it the way I did it just now. So that head will be the center front. I'm going to notch it. So notch everything notchable so that we not do mistake. So notch it very well so that I will not do mistake. So I'm trying to mark the side front, 2 side fronts. I made a mistake earlier, so I tried to fold it again, place it on my zipper allowance. You know, that zipper allowance is going inside, so it's not part of the measurement on the body. So that's what I just did. I marked the center front. So now for us to get the puffy side, that cuff side, so look at what I did. Don't forget, pin down your zipper allowance. So I want to, for it to be able to, I want to show us how it will be on the body. So this is how it will be on the body. That's the center front. Look at it now. Look at the way I placed it. So for us to get that cuff, I'm going to come down by 3 or 3.5 inches. Look at where I want to come down. Look at it. So by 3 or 3.5 inches. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Just watch it, you will understand. Just do whatsoever I do here. I'm trying to explain back here. So I come down by 3 or 3.5 inches. Now I want my shape to be both in the front and in the back also. So if you want it to be in the front alone, you can do that, but I want it to be in the front and in the back also. Look at what I'm trying to do. So I'm just going to connect it to the center front. That my 3 or 3.5 inches, I connect it to the center front. So if I want it to be in the front also, I'll just cut it from there alone. But I want my own to be on both the front and the back. So I folded it again. Look at it, I fold it again. And so I will then cut that place off so that we get that shape for the front and for the back. So here we go. This is what we have. So now this is what we have. So now I'm going to take my fabric. This is, so we now gather that down part will be on that band. So as we proceed, you will understand what we are trying to say. So now this is my front part. I'm going to sew a gather line on the waist and on the back too. I'm going to sew it all through for me to be able to gather it. But before I gather, the first thing I'm supposed to do, I will do before I gather it, I'll place my front side front side of the bag, place it on the front side also, front side facing each other, for me to be able to sew it, so to sew the shoulder and join the two sides together before I gather it. I'm going to join it together before I gather it. So that is what I'm trying to place for us to understand. So look at it. I will join the two shoulder, then I will leave the sleeve opening, then I'll join the two sides together, then put a bias on the neck also. So here we are. I've taped the neck part, I put a bias on it. So look at the shoulder part. I did a French sleeve on the shoulder part. So I've joined the two sides, then I put a bias on the sleeve opening also. So I've joined the two sides together, the two shoulder side together, the two shoulder together, then the two sides together. Look at the other side also. I did the same thing on both sides. So now I've run a gather stitch on my waist. If you don't know how to do a gather stitch, there is a description below showing how to run a gather sewing. So now I'm trying to pull out my pin for the zipper allowance. So that's the opening. So that is how it will be all through. So now my gathers, I've run a gather stitch on it. So I would start pulling the thread for me to be able to gather it. So after gathering it, that is what we need. We will now place it on the band. So I'm trying to gather. After gathering, I'll come and show us how it looks like. So here we are. I've finished gathering it. So look at how beautiful it's coming out. So after gathering it, make sure you notch the center front, because you will need that center front to place it on your band. So that's the edge of that band. You can fold it, iron the two edge very well, then put that gather part inside. Just do it the way you know you want to connect the two together. Do it the way you know you can connect the two together. So I will join center front, matching center front together. Make sure you notch it, center front of the fabric and the center front of the band. Make sure you notch it so that we not have a nonsense outcome. So that is what I'm trying to align. For the best purpose of it, you can just pin it down first. So this is what we have. Look at how beautiful it's coming out. Look at the band. Look at it. So look at it. Look at the band. You can see is more fuller. So now we go to the sleeve. So we go to the sleeve. We are going to gather the sleeve also. You gather the sleeve also, but now me, I want to use an elastic band. I'll use an elastic band, put it on the sleeve, then after putting on, I will stretch it, sew it. After, when I'm sewing it, I'll go and show it to us on the sewing machine. I'll show us on the sewing machine to understand what I'm trying to say. When you are sewing, you'll be pulling it, so it will be giving us that gathered effect that we want. So look at how I'm doing it. So now here is on the machine. So what I'm doing is that I measure the length of the shoulder, divide it by 2, then minus it by 2. For example, if it is 10, I divide it by 2, that's 5, then minus 2 inches again, that's 3. So that is what I'm doing here. I divide it by 2. So our answer, I minus it by 2. So I'll place the elastic band on the shoulder, then I will sew. When I'm sewing, I'll be pulling it. For me to be able to get that gathered effect. Look at it. Look at what I'm doing. As I'm sewing, I'm pulling it. As I'm sewing, I'm pulling it. Look at it. So it's giving us that gathered effect. So as I'm sewing, look at what I'm doing. So I will pull it to the edge of that shoulder slope. So as I'm sewing, I'll pull it. As I'm sewing, I'll pull it. So this is what we got after doing that. I've done that on the other side too. So look at the gathers there, the other side. So look at how beautiful it's coming. So voila, we are almost done. We are even done self. So this is what we got. So the only thing left is for us to put a zip on the back. So I'll go and put it on the baniki for us to see how beautiful it is. Look at how beautiful it is. It's coming. It comes out nice. So here it is. Look at the sleeve. So if you don't want your sleeve to be longer than this, you can cut the elastic again. So it's for us to look at this, what I did now. So it will be effective. It will pull it off more than the one on this other side. Look at it. So it will be like the one on the left side. So look at this, the band. Look at the band. Look at how beautiful the outcome is. So if you want it more shorter, your elastic band will be more smaller. So thank you guys, until the next.